captivity. But also, successful reintroductions of Mongolian wild horses has begun, everyone, from American and Asian zoos heading into parts of Mongolia and southern China, so they're making a comeback in the wild as well. Now everybody, if you guys follow this dirt road all the way towards the top of the hill and towards the left side a little bit, you see our Mongolian wild horse herd. Now these horses do look different from domestic horses, everybody. They have a stockier build, shorter legs, and an erect mane, which is missing a forelock. That is the piece of mane that falls over their foreheads and covers their eyes. So yes, everybody, they don't have bangs. They just rock a mohawk. Now these horses have many of the genetic differences from Mongolian wild horses and domestic horses as well. Now these horses are also called Przewalski's horse. And here's the little fun fact as to why they call that.
The first accounts of Mongolian wild horses come from rock engravings, paintings, and even cave drawings that date back more than 20,000 years. And the first written accounts were from Tibet, sometime around 900 AD. But these horses remained largely unknown and unnamed to the Western world for many years. During an expedition to Central Asia in 1879, a famous Russian explorer and naturalist, Colonel Nikolai Przewalski, encountered the horse in western Mongolia. Because of his discovery, this species is also known as Przewalski's horse.
Now, captive breeding of Mongolian wild horses actually began in 1901 with a group of 20 animals, and the Bronx Zoo received this first herd in 1902. And as we see, guys, we have maintained that herd since then. Now, also remember, folks, just as some of the deer, as well as some of the horse species we've seen, seeing them in their exhibit might seem easy, and it's easy to locate them, but in the wild it is much more difficult, that even sometimes scientists have a hard time locating them. But today, do not worry, you're going to have my help along with Craig's help to locate some of these animals. But if you guys can try your hand at locating some of these animals, you certainly can. Just think about where you guys would go if you were the animals in their exhibit or in the wild, about a little grazing time, a little quiet place for a little nap, or just a little shady spot to get away from the sun. Now entering into this exhibit, folks, we will be looking for two endangered species, one of which will be hard to miss because they are one of the largest cattle species in the world. Those will be the gaurs. Now I do believe the gaurs are towards the opposite side of this exhibit. We'll catch up with them in a few seconds. Now gaur species can actually weigh up to 2,000 pounds.
We will see tigers later.
They stand 6 feet tall and 10 feet long, and they have very impressive horns as well. Now with that impressive size and horns, the male gaur can fight off just about any other animal, even a tiger. As you see, guys, towards the right side, behind all the trees, those are the gaurs. They're sitting down. But what threatens gaur species in the wild is the loss of their natural habitat, as well as diseases they can contract from domestic cattle. Now towards the left side, guys, if you look all the way straight directly in front of us, all the way by the fence, you see some of the lighter tan deer sitting down. Those are the brow antler deer. Now brow antler deer gets their name from the shape of the male's antlers, and they're currently classified as vulnerable because much of their wild space is lost due to farming, and many brow antler deer has to resort to feeding on farmers' crops. Now these two species are also participants of the species survival plan, and here is some information about that plan right now.
Here at the zoo, we help gaur and brow antler deer and many other species by participating in cooperative zoo management programs called species survival plans. The name says it all. The plans aim to help these animals survive. Zoos across the country work together to maintain genetically diverse populations of rare and endangered species.